Hi, welcome to Orangeline. I'm Tiffany Brown.
And I'm Kelsey Epperson. With graduation coming up in May, Zack Rockey talked to a few students about their plans after graduation.
Everyone knows that the economy is in a recession right now. So what does that mean for Baker seniors who are graduating and looking for jobs?
I know that looking at my options, that even grad school, like even though it seems like a safe option, there's so much competition for grad school positions, that's probably just as good that I'm getting into the workforce first. And that a lot of the employers I've talked in the Kansas City area, Kansas City is not a bad place to look for a job right now because it's cheaper to do business this part of the Midwest than other parts. So they're still hiring, you just have to be aggressive.
Not all students are looking for jobs after graduation. Since the economy is bad, some students are applying for graduate school, which may even be as hard as finding a decent job.
I'm going to go ahead and jump into grad school. Unfortunately, that route hasn't been any easier because a lot of people take that option as the economy goes into a downturn, so competition there is very similar to it.
Some students will be relying on internships and alumni relations to try to land a job after their experience from Baker. Other students are even using the Career Development Center to help get their foot in the door.
I've been doing some of the basic stuff that the CDC offers, like some job fairs, and also kind of going out of my way and finding a few other things, some job shadowing, and different ways to network that I like to think not everybody else is doing, so maybe I can get a leg up.
Although times are tough, many students are optimistic that they will be able to find jobs and work after they graduate.
I think there's still stuff out there. It's just, more competition. You're going to have to do a little more work than usual.
Reporting for KNBU-TV, I'm Zack Rockey.
Stay tuned, because after the break, Question of the Week will be asking where students live next year.
I'll be living in the Phi Mu sorority house.
Gessner, I think.
And next year I'm going to be living at the Kappa Sigma fraternity.
Thanks for that, Alex. Tiffany, where are you living next year?
I'm living at the Tried-Out House. Where are you living?
I will spend my senior year in the apartments. Up next for the show, we have a piece on Order of Omega. Reina Murphy has more.
Order of Omega is a National Greek Leadership Honor Society which recognizes the top 10% of sorority and fraternity members on each campus. Brett Bruner helped reactivate the chapter, which was previously active in past years.
I actually stumbled across the Order of Omega charter and said, we're not doing anything with this. We need to be, let's bring this back. Let's take this up one more level. And so kind of stumbling upon the charter allowed us to bring it back, and students have really grasped on the concept and are excited to work with the best fraternity and sorority men and women across campus.
Previous member of Order of Omega, Darcy Nance, will take over as president. With slim membership in the chapter currently, Darcy is excited for new members.
We had a really good turnout. We'll have 18 new members if everybody accepts, and we'll announce those next Monday at each individual chapter house.
Members will be given new leadership opportunities once a part of Order of Omega.
It's a great opportunity to network and work with other top fraternity and sorority leaders and say, what can we do to give back to the campus, to give back to our fraternity sorority community who's already given us so much. It's a great opportunity for them to work in a leadership capacity, working with new members. It's a great opportunity for them to kind of step up and say, what do we want to do to give back as an entire fraternity, sorority, all-campus philanthropy or service project. What can we do to just really help the entire community become even more successful?
Giving back to the community is one activity that Darcy hopes to see more of with Order of Omega in the future.
We're going to be working with the Greek Week Council in helping their Greek community service project. We're going to be helping, it's called a hunger hunt, and members of the Greek community are going to go around and collect different foods, and it's all going to be donated to the Baldwin City Food Pantry.
Greek members should take advantage of Order of Omega and get involved. I'm Reina Murphy, KNBU-TV.
Thanks, Reina. Stay tuned. What's Bugging Us is up next.
All right, and welcome back to Orangeline. I'm Zack Rockey, and he's Alex Dingman.
Great massage,
Dingman.
Rocky. Oh.
That's awkward.
No, that's kind of weird.
Oh, well, it happens. But if you need a massage after, I'll give you one. That's
Absolutely. No, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, let's quit being creepy. This is the What's Bugging Us here at Baker segment, and this week on the agenda, seems like everybody has papers getting ready to be due, and it's unfortunate, and professors, well, they're pretty much just hacking and ticking us all off.
Yeah.
So, Ding, talk about what's going on. I mean, basically from what I just said.
Sure. Well, personally, I don't really make things easier on myself because I do procrastinate, but I'm a senior at this point, and that's what I've been doing for 4 years. So, I mean, why would I really change it now?
Oh, I agree.
And so now it's to the point where it's almost April. You know, you can't really tell by the weather, but it is almost April now. And everything's going to be due at once because that's what happens this time of year. And, well, I've just been having lack of sleep at this point. So I'm a little deprived, hallucinate a little bit, having weird dreams. Apologize.
It's fine.
And, you know, it's not a good time of year.
No.
But at least, you know, May is coming soon.
I know, it seems as if all the professors like get together before each semester starts and they're going to say, hey, this week we're going to make every single one of our papers do it. Wake up, Ding.
Oh, my bad, dude.
Sorry. It's okay, man. Don't worry about it. But it just seems like they all get together and just try to find ways to make us angry and upset. And I mean, unfortunately, like sleep, what is it, deprivation? Is that what it's called? But, Ding.
What?
Are you okay?
Where am I? Are we on?
You're at the, yeah, we're
Welcome to What's Bugging Us. Oh,
You're on TV right now, man. Are you okay?
I think I'm going to be all right.
Well, you know what? We're going to just wrap it up with that. Guys, knock it off. Professors, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. Quit making us write papers. Ding here can't get any sleep. And we're like partners in crime. Like, we're PICs up here. And we can't even do a great job of what's bugging us just because you guys are killing us. So, yeah.
Hopefully I can get some sleep for next week.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, I know that you got to do sports, so you know what? We're going to throw it to sports right now, and we'll see you guys next week.
Welcome to the sports segment of Orangeline. I'm Chris Smith alongside Alex Dingman. We have a bit of an abridged section today because, as you know, baseball, softball not in action this week.
Yeah, it decided to snow a little bit this past weekend.
Freak snowstorm late March. Who knew?
You know, spring break and then the old snowstorm following that. That's a typical Kansas spring.
Leave it to Kansas.
Absolutely. So the baseball team 9-7 in the conference, sitting around 4th place with a couple big games coming up against some of the conference leaders. So check them out at Sauter Field, hopefully weather permitting. And the softball team 4-11, so I believe it was already past the win total from a season ago. So at least on the right track in that department. Speaking of track, however, the men's and women's teams very impressive this past weekend, and the indoor season, the women did really well in conference, the men a little bit disappointing, but now going against some conference teams, it looks like Baker's going to be there at the top.
Yeah, the delay of the BU relays did not hurt the teams at all. Both the men and women won first place on their Monday meet, first home meet of the year. Really put on a great show. Lanisha Douglas, first place in the 100 and 200 meter dash. Chelsea Ornburn, second place in the hurdles. Aubrey Gustin won the javelin event, men's 4x4, men's 4x1, both taking first place. Aaron Hannon, long jump, first place. Brian Korn, first place in the hammer throw. And like I said, both the men and the women won first place at the entire event. So great start to the spring season. As we know, had a couple national qualifiers out in California in their very first meet. Ashley Miller, Aaron Hannon, and they're continuing to do well. This is a good indicator, however, because there were so many hack teams there. Mo Valley, Evangel, Central Methodist, Mid-America, Ottawa, a bunch of local NAIA teams come in and they really wiped up.
Yeah, it's fun to see, and Kindler's been doing a great job really developing the talent here at Baker and also getting some good recruits, some good freshmen this year really helping out the cause. And so the track team, both on the men and women's side, look like they're going to be a force here for years to come in conference action, and hopefully they can do well in outdoor this year.
All right, Ding. Well, that's really all we have for Baker sports, so let's wrap it up with a little Final Four talk. Who do you have? Who's your winner of this year's March Madness?
Well, we got the Michigan State matchup on one side with UConn, and then you got Villanova and North Carolina. So Villanova, you know, the team that's kind of the surprise a little bit, 3 seed, but a hot team. North Carolina, everybody kind of assumed would be in there. You know, Ty Lawson coming back completely healthy. And Michigan State, you know, with Suton down low going against Hasim to beat. That's an interesting matchup, but I just like Michigan State. I like the fact that they can really shoot the 3 well, it seems like right now, and also have great depth. And Suton against Thabit, I like that matchup. So Michigan State there, and then Villanova, North Carolina. For some reason, I'm just going to go with Jay Wright Ball Club with Villanova, Michigan State, and Michigan State winning the national championship. One reason why I'll just make the KU loss look a little bit better.
What a homer we are. All right, I have North Carolina. Let's send it back to the studio.
Thanks for that look of sports. That wraps up this week's show. I'm Kelsey Epperson.
And I'm Tiffany Brown. Tune in next week.